Hello and welcome to another edition of BattleTech Advanced, brought to you by Commando Gaming Strategic Gaming, brought to you live on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1. We're continuing our series on BattleTech Advanced, so let's just jump right into it. So in the last episode we picked up another fire starter, which is giving us a lot more options. We did have a damage genner as part of that situation, but you know, we can roll with what we have right now. We've got two great interesting fire starter versions. We've got the S1, which has Endosteel, and we have the P, which is a sniper scout with a PPC. So two good additions. I would trade a half damage genner for a fire starter any day of the week. So let's see what missions we have available. We've got an interdiction. We've got a hostile acquisition. We've got a nice 1.5 assassination. That will be our last mission probably on this planet before we make a run to another planet. So we've got Pokey, Panther. We're going to take the other fire starter. We've got two pilots that are injured, multiple pilots that are injured, so it is a good time for us to go to another planet. Let's put Pathfinder in the fire starter because he's got the bulwark, which is really good with our brawlers. And I've designed this S1 to be a brawler. We'll put T-Bone in the Panther here. And let's roll. Let's have a nice couple hour stream here on a Friday. Just a big reminder to everybody, next Saturday, which is tomorrow, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have a PvP showdown. Myself and IMG, another streamer on our channel, will be going mano a mano in BattleTech Vanilla skirmish mode to see who is the king of PvP. So it should be a lot of fun. If it becomes popular, it might be something that we do on a monthly basis. I wouldn't say we would do it on a weekly basis, but on a monthly basis, I think it could be fun. And then on a and if we do it on an ongoing basis, we'll probably give it the option of some of our viewers and other parties that are interested in PvP to get into the action as well. So it's actually not that hard to put a pause on your mods and go into vanilla skirmish mode. So it's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it on Saturday. It's going to be a good-hearted, friendly competition. You know, there's no animosity. IMG and myself are great friends and partners here. We just wanted to shake things up and do something a little different for the channel. So please check that out Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have one of our moderators, the Skewed One, handling the chat while we focus on having a fun battle. We're going to have two battles. So it's going to be a 3-round tournament. First person to 3 wins. We're going to start with lights and mediums on Saturday. It'll be interesting to see how long that goes. You know, I think it's going to be a lot like a chess match. There's going to be lots of very deliberate moves. So it should be a lot of fun. I want to encourage everyone to get involved in the chat room as the chat room populates. Huh. Wow, we got really dropped to the wind, as they would say. So we have this mech warrior we need to destroy, and then we have supporting forces. Oh, all right. So we got to drop right amongst our enemies here. So this is going to be fun.
I hear you.
These situations are always fraught with danger when we get dropped right in front, right behind the enemy. It's always a little bit of a challenge. All right, Pathfinder, let's start out by going for a kick on this Raven, which would be some really good salvage.
Targeting for a physical attack.
A Raven would be a nice addition to our company right now. They're a really good scout unit.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Can't go for another kick here because this Raven was smart enough to put itself on top of a rock. But we can certainly give it more flame in the rear.
Attitude adjustment coming right up.
Nice hits on that Raven. Ooh, we got a Jenner 7K. That would be really good salvage as well. That's a nice upgrade over the classic D Jenner. I'm seeing some good salvage already. Alright, so what we're trying to focus on with these initial things, since we got dropped right behind the enemy, one of the things that's great to do in this situation is hit them in the rear as much as we can with these first initial shots. Why Sumray would drop us right in the middle of an enemy force, I have no idea. We'll have a conversation with her when we get back to the Argo. I'm telling you, I have so many management meetings as the leader of this mech company.
Got something you
You know,
want?
I got to talk to Argo I have to talk to Darius on a regular basis about his comments. I got to
Aye, aye.
deal with Simray for her bad drops. I got to talk to pilots who can't hit the broadside of the barn. It's a busy job as a manager of a mech company, let me tell you. All right, some more good hits on that Raven. Ooh, Firestarter S. There's some really good salvage on this mission.
Good to go. Moving
And when you get good morning installed BattleTech. Hey, Darker Design, thank you for joining us. You installed the BattleTech last night on your older PC. Why not your newer PC? That's what I want to know. Now you have to update the drivers because Unity blows up my display adapter. Yeah, Unity, I wish, this is a great game, but I wish they would have put it on a different system. All right, this is a good opportunity for us to use some of our rocket launchers. So let's do that right now and hit this Firestarter in the rear. Yeah, that's what I want to understand is why you put the game on your older computer. I mean, I rock this thing on my best computer because BTA is a data hog, and Unity has memory leaks. So you really want to put this thing on the best computer you can.
I'm losing.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense, Darker Design. Okay, so You know, one of the good things about older computers is you can really get them back on track to be very effective with some minor upgrades. I mean, one of the things I love about computers is if you throw a couple of extra new components in there, you've got a computer that can handle a lot of what we would play
There's
today.
more where that
So,
came from.
you know, RAM is obviously king. It's one of the easiest things that you can throw onto your computers. These fire starters are... So, when you get dropped in the middle of the enemy, what happens is you end up just doing backstab after backstab, as you can kind of see here. We're kind of in a situation where we're like, everybody's backstabbing each
On the
other.
clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Because that's the most efficient move. So it's whoever backstabs the most with the best is going to win this initial battle here. All right, nice hit on that Raven. Well, I'm sorry you hate your career, Darker Design. I always wanted to go into computers for a living, so I have to be honest, I am a little jealous of you, because I've always wanted to be a computer guy. And it just didn't work out for me, but I love computers.
Let's go.
All right, Pathfinder's already gotten hit hard here, so let's get him out of that range of that PPC that gutted him pretty good. Hit that Stinger Lamb. Yeah, that's what Simray's gonna hear about when we get to the
Waiting for orders.
Argo. I'm not happy with how this drop went down. You know, we need to make sure we have good drops, and dropping me in the midst of the enemy is not a good drop in my book.
No shooting, just running.
Ah, you're a Warhammer model. So do you make models? Or are you saying that you like the Warhammer as your favorite mech? He downloaded Battletech because I don't want to buy onto the BT tabletop game. Well, I think, right now, have you played Battletech before? And are you going to play modded Battletech? Because if you haven't played Battletech the game before, I would recommend you play the campaign and then move on to modded Battletech. You'll enjoy it. This is one of my favorite mods for this game, and it keeps me coming back every single day. Oh, Warhammer and fantasy. Okay, gotcha. You paint Warhammer models. Hey, that is an interesting hobby. It's a very interesting hobby. If I had more time, I would definitely look into painting miniatures, because it's a lot of fun. And I get what you're saying about the BattleTech game. Tabletop game. I just don't have the time to play tabletop anymore. I grew up. I got into BattleTech when I was in college. And I had nothing but time on nights and weekends to play tabletop. Yeah, that's exactly the right idea, Darker Design. I think you're going to really like this game. Even the vanilla game, the first time you play it, is a lot of fun. But once you get into the modded, you're going to be very happy. It's a lot of fun. Where'd that Raven go? Alright, there's the Raven. Alright, let's keep playing Backstabber on this Firestarter. We gotta get some of these enemies off the map here. Well, I mean, tabletop was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just very time consuming. So, you know, that is where when I was in high school or college, or when I was a young bachelor, I had plenty of time for that stuff. Because tabletop, you need to dedicate like at least half of a day to play a real round of tabletop from beginning to end. Ouch. Alright. There's a serious mech over there. At least for us.
All the alarms are going off, and this is going to be very expensive to fix.
What is over there? Is that a medium? I can't tell yet. Okay.
I hear ya.
I'm pretty sure that's a medium over there. It's funny that, you know, we play with assaults for a while, but then when we get into a fresh start on this game, a medium suddenly sounds very foreboding.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
Alright, can we fire anything here? No, we're gonna have to do vigilance. That's a shame.
You could fry an egg in here. Ready for orders. Moving out.
Alright, let's keep hitting this Jenner.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Yeah, so darker design, what is your RAM capacity on that new computer that you're running BattleTech on? Because this game is absolutely a memory hog, and loading can be a little problematic if you don't have a lot of megabytes in the computer. I know the specs say 8, but especially for modded BattleTech, I run 48. Now that's probably overkill.
What do you want?
And it's really just because I had 48 in the computer anyways. Yeah, 16 is doable.
All right.
But you're going to have longer load times. If you had any extra RAM or the ability to throw some extra RAM in that computer, I'd probably recommend 32. But it'll still run at 16. It's just you're gonna have longer load times. If you run at 16, you're gonna have load times for your missions of about 2 to 3 minutes. My load time with 48 is about 20 to 30 seconds, just to give you a baseline. So you can certainly run with what you have. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just, giving you some advice on making your experience a little less painful with loads, because that's one of the biggest challenges is load time on this game. You also want to make sure that when you're loading, and you're a computer guy, so this is kind of redundant for you. You probably already know this. Turn everything off except for the game. Some people try to have an internet browser open to kill time while they wait for the game to load, but that just ends up making it take more time to load. So, if you need something to look at while the game is loading, I would recommend that you look at your phone or something like that. So, or you can look at at BattleTech manuals. That's a good way to keep yourself busy while you wait. See if we can get rid of this Raven. Once we get rid of this... Luna Seconds, thank you for the follow. I want to remind everybody to get involved in the chat room. And give us a follow, because we have a Funko Pop giveaway. Darker Design, you're a model guy, so you'll appreciate this. We give away a Funko Pop every month. Based on the minimum of a follow. The more you're involved in our channel, the more likely you are to get the Funko Pop. It is not a random drawing. So the more you engage in chat, the more time you visit our streams, the more chances you have to win. All right, let's keep working on this Raven.
Delivery.
Nice. Took a leg out on that Raven. Would love to get 3 parts out of this Raven. Darker, I don't know if you've seen gameplay of BattleTech before, but how you gain additional mechs to play with is by collecting parts from your enemy destroyed mechs.
Something just bounced around.
And there are ways to maximize your salvage. So one of the ways is to take out the legs of the enemy. So we do focus on that quite a bit.
I read you, Commander.
All right, we're
Moving
getting
out.
beat up here by whatever medium is on the other side of this map is really giving us a hard time. That and this warm environment.
Getting pretty hot
So
here,
both
Commander.
2 of my fire starters have got a lot of damage now. So when we engage this medium, it's going to be an interesting challenge. And all the damage is coming from that medium that we're fighting right now.
Confirmed.
That and all this fire is not helpful. Hey, Goggles, how are you?
Firing.
Thanks for joining us. How is your playthrough going through? Last time I talked to you, you were still having a lot of fun.
Got past his armor. My mech is overheating.
We have a new person in the chat room who's just going to start BattleTech right now. He's going to do the vanilla campaign and then move over to modded BattleTech, just like you did.
All right.
So hopefully he'll have the same good experience that you had.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
Good to go.
All right, come on, let's
Roger.
get this stinger off the map as soon as possible because we've got, I think, a medium or a heavy to fight after this.
Got the drop on you, pal. Not sorry. I think I hit something good.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Oh, that enemy mech overheated.
Waiting on you, Commander.
All right, so we know that they're going to have some heat challenges with their medium or heavy that's over there that we need to take out. And we're going to have a serious numerical damage.
Come on, mech warriors.
Because it doesn't look like there's any more enemies other than the Stinger left to fight. Although this Stinger's putting up quite a fight for his tonnage. I wish we could call him up and just say, hey, why don't you come work for
Waiting on you,
me?
Commander.
I'd much rather that to killing you. Because, you know, this Stinger, he's putting up a great fight, but he's got really no chance to win this battle. I mean, we just have too many
On my
mechs up against
Going.
a
Go,
lowly
go, go.
Stinger. The damage is going to start to add up for him, no matter how good of a pilot he is.
Huh? Another hit.
All right, I got knocked down. Hopefully he'll eject here. No, he got a serious injury, though. He's not going to be here very long. I don't really care about salvage on a Stinger.
Roger. Engaging.
Ha ha ha. Well, Goggles, I would play the Zeus as if it's a heavy, not as a assault.
Clock. What do you want?
And what I mean by that is the Zeus is a great as a scout. Even though it's your heaviest mech, I would consider really focusing on developing it into a scout because it's superior speed You don't want to use the Zeus as a brawler. I know it's tempting because it's your biggest mech, but it's not the way to go with the Zeus because the armor just can't hold up for a long period of time of brawling.
Well, who needed
So,
salvage
I mean,
Yes,
the
Commander.
Zeus is technically an assault mech, but it's really a heavy because of what it's designed to do, which is to be a scout for assault lances. So, you know, it all comes down to, and I say it every stream because it's important, is
One left target.
you use your mech for what it was designed to do. The Zeus is a heavy scout. Use it as a heavy scout and you'll be happy. Alright, so now we got to figure out what we're up against here on the other side of the map. We also probably need a round of cooling. So this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to aggregate our lance. And we're going to give them a round of cooling before we go up against this enemy. Alright, he's moving towards us.
I hear you.
We're going to take the round. We're going to take
Moving
a
to
round to cool because heat is a big problem on this map.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's put our fire starters to the rear
On my way.
because they already have damage. We're going to have to tank with the Dervish
Look, what do you want?
and
All right,
the Panther.
let's get down to
two
it.
mechs I don't really... Well, the Panther's a solid tank for its tonnage.
Standing by.
Alright, and let's move the Jenner up on a sprint and get vision on what we're up against here. Our Jenner is our best mech to scout out what we're up against here. So let's use the Jenner and its high evasion to figure out what we're up against. What do we got? Oh, Blackjack Omni. Okay. So this is actually really good salvage for our tonnage right now. A Blackjack Omni would be a very nice addition. Wish we had a tag. We'll just fire right now.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Oh yes, definitely meat shield does apply to a mech. Very good idea. Very funny, iCypher. How are you today?
Waiting for orders.
All right, we got a Blackjack Omni. All right, we're going to push in on this thing. So the Blackjack Omni's real strength is engaging at long range. So we're going to have to really come at this thing with a lot of firepower. Try to get as many parts from this thing as we can. Okay, yeah, we're going to turn off one of our LRM-5s so we can do the rocket launcher
Here
here.
we go.
We need to get in close. When you're up against blackjacks, you have to close on the enemy.
Pretty hot.
That has to be your number one priority because they will eat you alive if you try to go long range versus long range. Oh, things are great, iCypher. We are, it's Friday, at least for us in the United States, Friday morning. Hopefully start of a good weekend. It's been a very long week for me. So I'm very excited about having a nice weekend. Even though I'm going to have to work a good chunk of it, at least it'll be on my schedule. So looking forward to that. Also excited about our PvP challenge, 7 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. If you wanted to see a showdown on Vanilla Battletech, please join us for that. Alright, we got to be careful here because my fire starters could get wrecked by this blackjack.
Locked on.
Now it's already fired this round, so we don't have to worry.
I'm on
It's
the
more
clock.
about the next round we have to worry about. So we're going to keep our our fire starters in the rear. They can kind of get in some shots here. At least our pirate fire starter has a PPC.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
All right.
Receiving you.
All right. So we need our Jenner to be the target here. Oh, so LA time, iCypher. LA time, it would be 4 p.m. LA time. East Coast, it's 7 p.m. on Saturday.
On my way. Double time.
So hopefully that time works for you. It might be a situation where you can watch it before, in the daytime or before you go to bed or something like that. Hopefully that works for you. We want to have as many people join as possible. It's going to be fun. We're playing vanilla
I'm taking heat damage.
skirmish mode
I hear
PvP.
ya.
We would love to play BTA PvP, but unfortunately, the skirmish mode gets messed up if you try to play it with mods. So we're doing vanilla PvP. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, we're going to overheat here a little bit, but we need to get this blackjack on its heels. And try to break some weapons off of it so we can salvage as much of this mech as
My armor is
possible.
empty.
Alright, let's see what he goes after. Hopefully he goes after the Jenner. Good. Good, he went after the Jenner. That's what I was hoping for.
They're shooting me up good.
What can I do for you?
Alright, we're going to push with the Panther.
Pedal to the metal.
Great. Yeah, we would love to have you there, iCypher. I know you watch IMG streams and you watch my streams. It's going to be a friendly competition. It's going to be 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds will be this Saturday.
You could fry
And the
an egg
first
here.
winner to 5, first player to 5 wins the challenge. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
On my way.
Alright, we have to be very careful with our fire starters here. Luckily, there's only 1 of him and 5 of us.
I'm on the clock. What do you
So
want?
he should go after the mechs that are
All right,
closer to him.
Let's get down to it.
Should being the hopeful word here.
Let's see if I'm
Alright, let's
sober
get
enough
impaired
to line
sensors
this
on
up.
him so his accuracy will be impacted. That's one of the reasons you
Waiting for orders.
want to use the PPC. Besides the damage it does, its real value is as a sensor scrambler, which really impacts your target's accuracy.
Targeting
Let's go for melee here on the blackjack. Get the Jenner in nice and close. And we got knockdown, I believe. Yes. Friendly battle to the death, yes. It will be a lot of fun. So
pretty damn hot in here.
check it out. Askewed won, and hopefully people like you are going to keep everybody entertained and provide commentary in the chat room, because we're going to be busy fighting each other. Let's do a precision strike here. Actually, should just let me go. Yeah, let me go for the legs. I don't need to do precision strike here. Let's try to take off as many parts as possible here so we can get as much salvage of this blackjack as we can. Be nice to get 3 parts out of this blackjack. Alright, he's gonna make us pay for those parts. Good thing is he's leaving our fire starters alone, and he killed himself. Oh man. Alright, that's 1 part of the fire starter.
Successful.
Darn it. Or the blackjack. Man. That was disappointing. That was disappointing. Would have liked to have gotten more Blackjack Omni parts. I think we're only going to get... Yep, we got one Blackjack Omni part. Let's see. What do I want to take? The rest of these mechs are pretty good. I guess we'll take the Raven part and cross our fingers. Alright, so we got a Blackjack, a Jenner, Raven, Raven, Stinger. Ooh, we got an XL engine. And some Fibrous, yes. So that's not a bad return on that mission. I'm pretty happy with that. Now we're going to have some repairs to do. We need some cash. So we're going to have to do some things to raise some cash here. So this is what we're going to do. I think what we're going to do is we're going to scrap this Jenner D because it was going to cost me too much to repair it. All right, so that gives us plenty of money to pay our bills immediately. We're going to repair the Jenner. We're going to have to refit this fire starter. Oh, we lost a double heat sink. Fortunately, we have one replacement. That is very fortunate. Okay, not too bad. 19 days to get that back up and running. All right, let's see what we lost here. So we lost a flamer. I don't have a replacement flamer, so I'll have to go small laser. We're going to go medium laser. And that's going to be 6 days to repair.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Okay, so fortunately we're going to be traveling now. So let's maximize our repair schedule. Okay. So here's the problem. The reason I'm scrapping that Jenner is because it would have costed me 200,000 C-bills to repair, and I'm really short on C-bills right now. So it was actually more cost effective to not repair it and scrap it. So the reason is that I've got better mechs that are in the pipeline. So sometimes when you have a mech that's okay, you have to make smart decisions on whether you want to invest the time in repairing it. The Jenner is a solid light mech, but it's not a mech that I'm going to use way into the future. So it made sense there just to cut my losses on that mech. So, and that's a lot of that's because if you look in storage, I've got a lot of mechs that I'm close to getting put together completely. So I have more replacements in the pipeline. All right, so before we travel, I want to do two things. First of all, we're going to clear out any extra stuff that we don't want to take with us. We're kind of down. We don't have a lot of components that we don't want right now. I could probably sell one of these 175 cores. I like to keep at least one core of everything. We've got this ferrofibrous. We're going to use that. We have this Guardian ECM. We need to use that. We probably don't need this many jump jets, so let's cut that in half. Doesn't really help that much, but it's something. All right, is there anything on this planet that's too good to pass up? Don't have a lot of money. Ooh, this heavy flamer. Yeah, we need that heavy flamer. That heavy flamer is a very nice piece of... Ooh, tag. We need this tag. It's expensive, but it's going to be
New
worth
weapon
it.
systems available.
And unfortunately, that's all I can afford. There's other things that I want here, but I just can't afford them. Alright, so we got to find a new destination. Alright, we are on a one skull planet. I think we can handle one skulls right now without too much difficulty. Don't want to go too much above one skull right now. Alright, here's a nice one skull that's 27 days away. That should take care of things nicely. Okay. Wait, let's pause. Let's stop by engineering and make sure we don't need another project for engineering. We do. So I can increase drop size. I can't afford that. I can pay for scaffolding. I need some options for some cheap repairs. Yeah, that's going to be expensive. You know what? We'll do the training module for now.
I'll get the crew moving.
I'd love to do more in engineering, but money's a little tight right now. Ooh, stowaways. Make them the crew responsibility. That always increases your morale. Always keep the cats. Occasionally, it will give one of your pilots a negative morale because they're allergic, but generally speaking, if you have the option to keep stowaway cats, always do it. Almost always works in your favor. It's never 100%, but pretty close. So did that answer your question, Goggles? You got to look at the cost-benefit analysis. You have to look at how much money it'll take to repair a mech to figure out if it's worth the time and resources and C-bills to repair that mech. There are many times that I'll just say, you know what? I don't really like that mech long term, so let's just trash it. All right, so we're gonna have one financial report before we
That work order you submitted is
get there. I'd love to do something else in the mech bay, but money is really too tight right now, or in the engineering bay, but money is too tight. But let's look at the mech bay. There's probably a couple of things we could tweak on our mechs. So, all right. Let's put ferrofibrous on the dervish. That will give me enough. I can either increase the armor, or I can put the Guardian ECM. I'm going to put the Guardian ECM on the Dervish. It's going to cost us a little bit of tonnage. What do I want to do? Let's see. I don't want to take too much armor. Let's take off one of the reloading rockets. Do we have something else? Yeah, we'll do the reloading 10. And that will also give us a little bit more armor as well. What the? That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's armor up the center torso. And put some more armor on those legs. And the arms as well. Okay. And the torso. And a little bit more in the legs. Good. Alright, so that's one day. That's really going to increase the survivability of the dervish, actually.
On it. I'll let you know when that's
So that's definitely worth doing, especially since dervishes only take one day to make changes to, because they're easy to maintain. That's another thing we want to do. Alright, so we got our fire bee back. It's been unavailable for quite some time. It has nice firepower. Most of it's in rocket launchers. So we're going to have to use that one strategically. Alright.
Job's done, Commander.
Alright, so all of our mechs are ready to go. We've got our financial reports. This one's going to hurt. Alright, the biggest thing it's going to do is it's going to cause Darius to start chirping about how we're almost broke. Happens every time. Here we go. We're nearly broke. We're nearly broke. Yes, I know. Darius, let me manage my mech company. We are just fine.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Alright. Let's find some more mech salvage. That's what we're here for. Alright, we got a lot of our pilots back. Let's actually stop by the barracks. Make sure everybody is leveled up.
Mech warrior training complete.
They will be done.
Hey, Goggles, you're back
Training
on your feet.
Aye, aye.
Sorry that as soon as you named your pilot, I got him injured.
training complete.
Sorry about that.
Good to go.
Alright, Pathfinder. Alright, our guys are getting some goodies here.
Awaiting
Getting some
order.
upgrades.
I hear ya.
I'm a big fan of Battlelord. I mean, of multi-target, much more than I am Battlelord, just so you know.
I'm on the clock. What do you
I like passive abilities. I think it's really a smart way to go with your abilities. Let's go with... I want my commander to be a missile master. The reason for that is I like to keep my commander focused on the bigger picture decisions. So he likes to stay in the back with the missile mechs.
Standing by.
So that's why I'm doing that. Oh, I didn't confirm this change. Multi-target, confirm. Confirm.
Confirmed, Commander.
I'm on the clock.
Good to go.
Right. You always want to select gunnery and guts over piloting and tactics.
Training
Unless it's your tactician, then you want to focus on tactics. Alright, so all of our mechs are ready to go. All of our pilots are ready to go. Let's find ourselves some missions. Alright. Seek and destroy. Ooh, Comstar. Alright, anytime you have a chance to fight Comstar, I recommend that you do that because Comstar has the cool toys. So we've got our Pokey, our Panther, our Firestarter, our Jenner. And then we have our Firebee and our Stinger in reserve. So we got plenty of mechs right now. So we should be able to rotate some mechs through instead of being delayed from dropping due to injuries. Oh, Goggles, I should have put your pilot in. Shame on me. I'll do that next mission. I'll get your pilot in there. Or maybe not. Maybe he needs some more rest. I want to make sure we don't lose any of the pilots that our watchers have spent their channel points on. Adam, I'm assuming that's Adam. 5893, thank you for the follow. Want to remind everybody you can use your channel points to either name a mech pilot in the mech bay, or you can name a mech. Hey Adam, I am running BattleTech Advanced, which has many mods already built into it. So that is what we are running here. BattleTech Advanced is my favorite mod. And that's what I roll with. I feel like BattleTech Advanced gives me so much, and I don't want any of my other mods to conflict with BattleTech Advanced, so I just go with the base BattleTech Advanced mod, which has many of the other mods already rolled into it.
Watch the trees.
I remember with early BattleTech, when modding first became a thing, you would have to constantly play around with the mods to try to figure out which mods would work with each other
Don't need to tell me
to get
twice.
the best experience.
I read you, Commander.
But with
Moving out.
BattleTech Advanced, we get a lot of bang for our buck
All right.
with
let's get
this
down to it.
base mod because it has a lot of other mods built into it.
Affirmative.
Is it? Yes. So it's one giant zip file. So, Adam, one of the reasons I like this mod is the install is so easy. So all you have to do is go to Nexus Mods, go to the BattleTech page, find BattleTech Advanced 3062. You have one file to download. You download that file, you unzip it, that gives you an executable that will install everything you need to play this mod. You could be up and running playing this mod in 15 minutes.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So I really recommend this mod if you're interested in getting into BattleTech because it is very easy to install. It is
Copy.
very bug-free. There's minimal bugs. Nope. ModTech is part of the zip. You do not have to install anything else except running the executable for this mod. It will do everything else for you.
All right.
That's why it's such a good experience because you don't have to be really good at modding to play BattleTech Advanced. It's just like installing a game. It's really a nice experience. Alright, so we got Comstar. I don't know if I want my commander up on the hill. Alright.
No
Now we're
sweat.
facing Comstar here, so even if they might be lighter mechs, they should have really good technology in them.
All right. Let's get down to
Which
it.
is why we want to fight Comstar whenever we can.
Roger.
Comstar has the best toys. Even in 3062,
What can I do for you?
they really have the best stuff.
Moving to position.
Hey, Big Fluffy, thank you for joining us. Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of mods, and I've never had a modding experience that was so easy as BattleTech Advanced.
On it.
Super easy. You
Alright.
don't have to move things around in folders. You don't have to delete certain files and add certain files in the right places. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You literally just have to run the executable and it will take care of it for you. Alright. Computers, the enemy's figuring out what they want to do. Alright, we're going to have the high ground here, it looks like, so that's good. Alright, let's see if we can move up the Jenner.
On the move.
So, Adam, this is how I explain it, okay? So if we consider on a level of 1 to 10 of complexity, okay, I would consider regular BattleTech a 7. BattleTech Extended 3025 is an 8 as far as complexity. BattleTech Advanced is a 9. and Rogue Tech is a 10. So I would say that this is 2 levels up of complexity versus regular BattleTech, and it's a level up from Extended Edition. Not, and I don't mean that as a negative for Expanded 3025, because I've played that mod and it's a very fun mod.
You betcha.
But BattleTech Advanced has a lot more complexity to it than Expanded.
Coordinates received.
The one negative is it doesn't have the map that changes, which is one of the things I like about Extended 3025, is it has that map that changes with the timeline. We don't have that here, but still I really like the experience in this mod.
No problem. On my way.
And in addition to that, there's lots of resources for this mod. So there's a great Discord for BattleTech Advanced, which I recommend you check out. Also, the developers for this mod are very friendly to the
Pedal
users.
to the metal.
They answer questions. They will help you. They will give you feedback. They will, if you have tech support issues, they will help you right away in the Discord. It is a great experience for the community and for the mod. And Adam, we stream this game 7 days a week, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you need help or you just want to watch some gameplay, please come back. Really appreciate your interest in our streams.
Let's move.
So hopefully that answers your questions. If not, let me know. All right, what are we up against here? What are we up against? We always have to be careful with Comstar, because Comstar is going to have
All right, let's get down.
a lot of bang for their buck. For every tonnage, it's kind of like fighting the clans, but not quite. In the fact that they might have lighter mechs, but they're going to have the best toys. So we can't underestimate the Comstar mechs.
What's up, boss?
Alright, looks like we've got one isolated. Let's see if we can creep up on it.
Understood. Moving fast.
Find out what we're up against here. Alright, so we got a Stinger and a Raptor. Okay. Alright, so let's unload on the Stinger.
Affirmative.
This Stinger is actually in pretty bad shape. Only has one medium laser. Hey, Andre. Good to see you. You were going to direct message me with some of your mech builds. I haven't seen that yet. Please do that so I can answer any questions that you have on your builds. Happy to help you with those. Alright, let's hit the Stinger because it's more breakable than the Raptor. Alright. Raptor is a pretty solid mech for its tonnage. Oh man, Pathfinder's got an injury, so in 6 turns, we're going to have to make sure this battle is over or Pathfinder gets ejected.
Good to go.
That's bad luck. All right, let's tag team our fire starters on this Raptor. Try to get rid of it as quickly as possible. Raptor should not have closed within melee range of a fire starter. Not a good idea. The Raptor should have held back and done flanking and scouting. That's what a Raptor is designed to do. It's not a brawler. Alright, so we have 6 turns to use Pathfinder before we have to eject him. Alright, let's push the Panther down to help on the Stinger. We want to try to get a tactical numerical advantage, meaning we have 2 or more of our mechs fighting 1 of their mechs. That is how you focus fire on the enemy. If you take one enemy versus one of yours, all you're going to do is collect damage. Okay, Andre, did you do that recently? Because I looked last night and I did not see it. I could certainly take a look at your mechs today, and let you know what I think you would do.
All right, let's get down to it.
Oh, Andre, I can't wait to make you a pilot in our mech bay. Hopefully, it should happen in this stream. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's keep working on this raptor.
Adjustment coming right up.
Orders.
All right, Jenner. All right, let's hand off this stinger to our Panther and see what we're up against over here.
Roger.
All right, this is probably the commander that's hanging back here. Oh, we got an Irby with the AC-10. Arguably the biggest threat
Locked on with all weapons.
because of the AC-10 here. He's a recruit though, so I'm kind of surprised. He might just be trailing behind because he's so slow.
Waiting for orders.
All right, so we're in a good spot here. I think we could get this mission done before Pathfinder has to eject. Let's see. All right, so we can hit the stinger. Probably want to hit the stinger here. Except the Irby is the biggest threat and it's more likely to explode. So let's actually use let's go after the Irby here. Hopefully we get lucky. That AC-10 is the biggest enemy weapon on the field, so I'm trying to get rid of that first. General question, given that I have a spare Gauss rifle, which mech would you choose between the Atlas or the Highlander? Well, so are you looking to add a Gauss rifle onto one of those? So you'd have two Gauss rifles, Adam? If that's the case, I would definitely go with the Highlander because it's more of a sniper build, whereas the Atlas D HT is much more of a brawler. So you're going to get more bang for your buck, I think, with the Highlander as your Gauss rifle pilot. That's what I would do.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting. All weapons are go.
And Adam, if you've spent a lot of time playing the base game, you're probably more than ready to advance up to Battletech Advanced. I recommend that people do at least one campaign of the base game before they try modded Battletech.
Receiving you.
Alright, let's keep working on this Raptor. Alright, we can get in there for a kick. We're going to get warm from the fire, but it'll be worth it.
Engaging.
There we go. There goes the Raptor.
Warriors, it's go time.
Now we got two parts out of the Raptor. It's not that bad. Challenge is we're not going to get any mechs that I really want to use long term here. So we're going to be looking at the components before we look at the mech parts here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Alright, we got our Firestarter P. Let's keep hitting that Irby.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line
Love to
this
take
up.
that gun out if we can.
Ready for orders. I copy.
Keep flanking this Irby. Don't really care about salvage on the Irby itself. but there's probably some good components on these
This heat is
mechs.
frying my internals.
So this is going to be one of those missions where we're more worried about the components than mech parts.
Got it.
Yeah, let's do a precision strike here. And try to get the most into this Irby that we can at long range. See if we can finish this guy off quickly. Oh, we got an injury.
Yeah, critical hit. Let's
Alright,
get
he's
started
panicked.
up. There's work to do.
Alright, that Stinger Lamb only has one medium laser. It's not much of a threat.
I hear you.
Not much of a threat. Might as well stay on top of the hill. We can just missile spam the Stinger. It's not going to have the armor to last very long against all four of our mechs.
Aye, aye.
Alright, Pathfinder's got 5 turns before he has to eject. Bad luck, he just has a concussion, would be my guess. With a head injury, which is why he's bleeding. Alright, let's keep working on that Irby.
Engaging with target.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, same thing. Keep working on the
Let's
Irby.
see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Well, who needed salvage anyways?
Waiting for orders.
And melee on the Irby. You can probably figure out a trend here. We're trying to get rid of the Irby.
Locked on for physical attack.
Alright, nice hit there. And he ejected. Which means we should get as many components as possible out of that mech.
Tango down.
One salvageable part, but there should be some good
What can I do for you?
components. Alright, now the only thing left is this Stinger. This is a little light for a one skull mission. I don't care about salvage on the Stinger.
Good.
Okay.
And there's more where that came from. My flamer is empty.
Waiting on you, Commander.
One thing, Adam, if you like the Gauss rifles, which it sounds like you do, you're gonna like the fact that in modded BattleTech, it is very much the case that you can get all the Gauss rifles you want. Unlike base game where it's really just 2 or possibly 3 Gauss rifles available.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Yesterday, Andre said he was trying a 3.5 skull mission, and they kicked my ass, even though I had good evasion. Well, you know,
For orders.
you're always going to have situations where the enemy just has good luck or they have good pilots, and you know that's part of the game. All right, let's see if we can finish off the Stinger quickly. I've got to get Pathfinder back to the Argo before he bleeds out. And I'd like to avoid ejecting him because his mech doesn't have any damage. He must have just got a head hit in the cockpit from a missile strike. And, hey, Adam, what's that? sad face.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
What is that sad face about? We don't like to see sad faces in the chat. Alright, can we just finish off this stinger
Let's see if
quickly?
I'm sober enough to line this up.
We have just enough time for one mission here.
Commander.
Might have enough time for one more mission.
Let's move.
I've got about a half hour left to play. I'd like to get one more mission in with you guys.
Affirmative.
So let's finish this off quick. There we go, he ejected 3 salvageable parts. Are you talking about the Mission Commander mod? So, I don't like to use mods with a regular vanilla Battletech save because you're not going to get the full experience as if you start from scratch. In modded Battletech, light mechs are a lot more fun than in regular Battletech. So don't feel like you have to carry on with your last playthrough. Just rip the band-aid off and go with a fresh start if you use a mod. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it a lot more than if you already had assaults and it's not nearly as challenging. Alright, so Pathfinder is going to be out for 18 days. Alright, so let's look at components here. Ooh, MRM-10s. We need these for the Dervish. I like the double heatsink too, but we need the MRM-10s. So we're getting 2 Raptor parts, 3 Stinger parts, an Irby part, 2 MRM-10s, and a Core 180. Not bad salvage. Yeah, Adam, I know when we play the vanilla Battletech game, we get very attached to our pilots and the mechs that we fought so hard to get. And I understand that. But with modded Battletech, you're going to want to enjoy from the beginning because playing with lights teaches you how to play the game a lot better than playing with assaults. Anybody who's played Battletech Advanced, if you can give your feedback on that issue, I think you learn more in this game by playing with lights early on in your first playthrough. So I don't recommend that you carry over your vanilla saves. Just do a fresh start. You're going to be happy with it. Trust me. Alright, so we can put together a Stinger. 2 Stinger Lambs. Alright, so we can put together a Stinger.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
I don't necessarily want to have 2 Stinger Lambs, but, you know, it's a backup mech, and, you know, it's an option. We're probably going to sell one of these before we leave this planet, but we might as well have another Stinger in the mech bay. Alright, so we got Dug In Deep, Letter of Marquis. Alright, we got just enough time for one more mission. We can do this Letter of Marquis, we can do this Cease and Desist. Looking for a nice, easy mission. Let's do... Yeah, let's just do this Letter of Marquis. This is going to be the last mission for this stream. Because I've got a busy work day here. Yeah, you learn a lot about this mod by playing from the beginning with a fresh start. If you come stomping in with Atlases and Highlanders, you're not going to really understand the nuances of the mod. I know it's fun to do, but Trust me. So, all right. So let's get a skewed one into the rotation here. And I want to get goggles into the rotation here. So we've got 3 mechs in our lance that were named by viewers. Andre, I don't mind convoy missions. They're usually pretty good salvage. And most of the time the enemy shoots at the convoy instead of you, so you don't have a lot of damage. The one mission that I don't even bother with is attack the convoy missions. I don't do those. Goggles, today IMG is not playing Battletech. What he is going to do, and he's going to do after my stream, roughly, I haven't seen him come on yet, he's going to play a game called Stardew Valley, which is a very entertaining casual game. He's not playing Battletech Advanced today. My guess would be he's taking a break from Battletech so he can get ready for our play against each other tomorrow. Yeah, I don't even bother with intercept convoy missions. It's I would say 99 times out of 100, a intercept convoy mission is not worth the trouble. All right, so we got a quick battle here. Let's jump into this. Hopefully IMG will be here before I leave. We got about, 20 minutes? This should be like a 20-minute mission. And then hopefully IMG will take over. What time is the throw time? Are you talking about the throwdown, Adam? So we're going to be playing PvP Vanilla Battletech Skirmish Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. ING and myself are going to be playing head-to-head on stream in real time skirmish mode Vanilla Battletech. So if you enjoy that, if you want to watch some PvP, I think PvP was something that really lost the interest of the community way too early. Because I've always enjoyed playing PvP. It's much more challenging to play a human pilot than the AI. And if people get interested in this, we'll probably do it on a monthly basis. Like we'll have a PvP day of the month. And we'll get everybody else who wants to play into the rotation so we can have multiple people play. So we can have viewers of the stream play each other. We can have viewers of the stream play any of the streamers that they want. We can have a lot of fun with it. So if people get into it, we'll probably do it on a monthly basis. Maybe we could even do a tournament to see if we can get some viewers into the mix and see who really is the king of PvP. I think it's going to be a fun challenge. We're going to do 2 rounds this week and then probably 2 rounds next week. And then if we need it, we'll do a finale the week after. But it's going to be winner take all. Whoever gets to 3 rounds of winning is the champ. So it's not going to be batch all style. What we're going to do is we're basing it on tonnage and budget. So the first round is going to be all lights with a tonnage of 120 and a budget of 15 million. Then the next match is going to be anything up to 55 tons with a tonnage of 180 and a budget of 20. So each round you're going to have more options about what you do with your mechs. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Speaking of fun, let's get back to this mission.
Could use an air conditioner.
Let's see if we can knock this mission out quickly. Ah, well, it certainly helps that they put us in ambush position here. I'll take that.
On the way. Double time.
Andre, my day job is just going to be very busy. I'm actually going to probably work a lot this weekend as well. I just have a lot of work to do for my day job. Not nearly as interesting as playing Battletech. Alright, so we have a Nighthawk and a Spider. Not the biggest threats here. Hopefully these aren't the only two enemies, or this is going to be a really quick mission. I want to like the Nighthawk, but I never end up liking the Nighthawk. And I don't like the Spider either. So,
Ready for orders.
this might be a mission where we're just getting mechs to sell. If these are the only two mechs, we're going to be looking to sell these mechs. Oh, alright, so there's a third mech as well. It is a Spider, a Nighthawk, and a Panther. Okay, so the Panther's definitely the best salvage
Locked
here.
on target.
If I'd seen that Panther before... Oh, wait, is that my Panther? Oh, that's my Panther. Duh. So yeah, it's just the Spider and the Nighthawk. I can't believe I thought that was somebody else's Panther.
Sensor trace.
Oh,
Looks like
reinforcements.
enemy reinforcements.
Alright, good. That's good. We needed more enemies here. So that is good. That makes me happy. Alright, let's focus on the Nighthawk. It's the biggest threat out of what's here right now, so let's try to get this thing off the board as quickly as possible.
Right up.
Nothing at work is ever as fun and interesting or enjoyable as playing stompy robots. Yep. Yep, that is very true. I agree with you on that note.
On my way. Double time.
If I could play Battletech for a living, like the developers of this mod, I would absolutely love it, but I can't. So we gotta work our day job to pay the bills.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, I know the hit percent chances here are not that great, but I want to get this Spider off the board. So we use Battlelord. And try to see if we can get this Spider off quickly.
My flamer is empty.
But we can watch. That's funny, Goggles. Thank you for making me feel better. That was a brain freeze on my part. Hi, IMG. Are you still going to be playing Stardew Valley today? We have Adam 5893 on the stream who's considering switching from regular Battletech to this mod. Alright, so what is your favorite BTA skill on pilots? So it used to be, my favorite was Ballistic Master, because I like to use my Gauss rifles. But now, with the change in gunnery, I like Precision Master, so you can take those headshots.
Yep.
So hopefully that answers your question. Yes, I believe Adam finished the campaign and he's just playing
No shooting. Running. Got it.
career mode at this point, if I'm not mistaken. Adam, did you finish the campaign? I think he did. I think he's just playing for fun. Yeah, I mean, IMG, I agree. I do like Bulwark as well. That's probably my second favorite trait for a pilot is Bulwark. It's very rare that I don't accept Bulwark
What do you want?
as one of the traits for my pilots.
All right, let's get down to it.
But with Precision Master, the ability to do headshots and shots at parts of a mech really become a very valuable tool.
Well, I needed salvage anyways.
So Adam, if you completed the campaign, I would say that you're ready to try Battletech Advanced. So I wouldn't hold off on it. I would do it as soon as you're ready. And as I said, the installation is the easiest of a mod I've ever had. You could be playing Battletech Advanced in 20 minutes from now if you want it to be.
Critical hit, Commander.
All you have to do is download the executable file, run the executable file, and it will take care of everything for you.
Good to go.
You don't have to move things around folders. You don't have to delete files and replace files. None of the stuff that we used to do with mods has to be done to make Battletech Advanced work.
And there's more. My flamer is empty.
And Adam, I'm about 6 hours into my latest playthrough of BTA. So what you're seeing now on your screen is very similar to what you're going to see on your first run through of BTA. If you start out in House Davion space, which is a good starting position for a new pilot, a new player, you'll be fine. Hey Andre, you redeemed Mech Pilot in BTA, so
I'm generating a
you
lot
can
of
name a pilot in my playthrough. So after this mission, we'll give you your
over
pilot.
the red line.
So try to figure out what name you want to give your pilot
Reporting overheat.
and what you want your pilot to look like. We'll do this after this mission.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's finish off this enemy lance quickly so we can get ready for the next enemy wave.
For a physical attack. Oh yeah. Damn it. Heat damage. I'm generating a lot of heat.
I know you're generating a lot of heat.
All right, let's get down to it. The
Okay,
cream of the crop
but
will rise.
But Andre, what do you want your pilot to be named? Do you want it to be named Andre Karitsky? What's your call sign going to be?
What's up, boss?
Because I need a call sign, and then I need the name, and then I'll ask you what you want your pilot to look like, and I will craft him to look as much of like what you want as possible.
Target neutralized.
Right, we got 3 parts out of that Nighthawk.
Let's get fired up.
Not
There's
bad.
work to do.
Not bad. Alright, so now we have another enemy force. Where is it? Way over on the other side of the map. Is it reinforcements if they're way on the other side of the map? I don't know. It feels like that's just another enemy force, not necessarily reinforcements. Okay. But I'm happy because this fight was way too short. That was like a 4-minute fight.
I'm here.
Alright, let's do a
I got
restart.
the heat spiking here.
Alright, let's see what we're up against here.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Push up
let's
on that
get down
enemy.
to it.
Move order received. My heat sinks can't take much more of this.
Ugh, a lot of heat on this map.
Heating.
All right, enemy
Over the red line. Heat
over
damage.
the red line. Heat damage.
Hey, I'm overheating.
Yep, I know. Everybody's overheating because you went through some fire.
I'm
Relax.
taking heat damage.
You know, my pilots are pretty wimpy.
I gotta shut her down.
My pilots
No
are
shooting,
being
just running.
very wimpy. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Do you remember those commercials? Wimpy, 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 hefty, hefty, hefty. That might be before the time of a lot of people here, but
Acknowledge.
my pilots are being very wimpy.
My heat sinks can't vent fast enough. I'm taking damage.
Definitely a hot environment.
All right, let's get down to it.
Give our mechs a round to cool here.
Orders?
And get into position
No
to
problem. On my way.
get into the water. That's going to help cool us down.
What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
I mean, that's true, IMG. I would say Bulwark is the best passive trait that you can have.
Commander,
I think we can agree on that. It's the best passive trait.
I'll race ya.
If it's an active trait that you have to trigger, I think Precision Strike is the best active trait. Alright, we got vision on the enemy. What do we got? An Irby. Oh boy. Question is this the only reinforcements? This one lowly Irby?
I'm on the clock.
Definitely want to keep this Irby at distance because it's got that AC-10. See if we can pick him apart at long range.
Waiting for orders.
If he's the only enemy, there's no real reason for us to push up on him. We can probably pick him apart
I
at
hear
long
ya.
range. Especially now that we're cooling. Let's do some Battle Lord here.
Special delivery.
He's the fastest or the only one? If he's the fastest, then I don't know what else we're up against. I'm pretty sure he's the only one. So I think that it was a patrol of 3 enemies, and the first 2 enemies were way ahead, which is what we killed, and then the Irby was just trailing behind. I don't think he's reinforced. Oh wait, no, that wasn't from the Irby. There's at least 2 enemy mechs.
Damage. Minimal.
Alright, there's at least 2 enemy mechs. So let's push our fast mechs up into the face of the Irby. And then what do we got here? Unknown mech. But it's got an LBX on it, so I think it might be a medium. Which means this fight just got a lot more interesting.
That didn't hit.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? I'm on the clock. What do you
I'd
want?
love it if that was a Blackjack Omni. Because we already have a Blackjack Omni
Let's
part.
see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Alright?
Yes, Commander.
Let's keep working on tearing that. Oh, let's get vision.
Roger. Full speed.
What are we up against? An urban mech. Another urban mech. Nope, just 2 urban mechs.
All weapons are go.
Just 2 urban mechs here. Well, maybe I could put together an Irby to sell.
Coordinates received. Time to die.
Alright, there's that Irby's shot. That's probably the last time he's going to shoot.
Yes, Commander.
Spoiler, he is just about dead.
Knowledge.
Because he's about to lose that arm. Once he loses his arm, he is a paper tiger.
Affirmative.
Especially since his small laser is broken right now. So if he loses his AC-10, he's got no weapons. Alright, there's that LBX. Is it an LBX-2? Not a lot of firepower for an LBX. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this Irby quickly. Get some fire into that weapon arm. And there he goes.
Hostile eliminated.
3 parts of that Irby. I guess that's a good thing. Yep, Pokey is on the attack. IMG named Pokey. And that's just a reminder, you can either name a pilot with your channel points, or you can name a mech.
Enough to line this up.
Receiving you.
Hit all 3 of your guys. Yep, he did. Nope, that's an LBX-10. Which would not be horrible salvage on this mission if we ended up with the LBX-10.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I could certainly make use of it. Come on, Pokey. I finally got some MRM launchers for Pokey IMG, so we'll be putting those on shortly. Dervishes are made for MRMs. Anything else is a waste of the Dervish's abilities. Another LBX shot.
I'm ready. Understood. Moving fast.
Alright. So, IMG, while everybody's watching me finish this mission, some people might not be aware of what Stardew Valley is. So can you give everybody like a 1-paragraph summary of Stardew? Because what's going to happen, everybody, is I'm going to end my stream. IMG is going to do his stream. So you can stay right here and enjoy the gameplay. You don't have to move anywhere. Just stay in the chat. And IMG is going to take over the stream. I find watching Stardew Valley to be a very relaxing game. Are you going to be doing a fresh playthrough? Or are you picking up in the middle of a build?
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Good to go. You wanna go? Let's
Alright,
go.
Irby. There goes your leg, Irby. Good. Try shooting that LBX up from the ground.
Target's taken.
Right, maybe that last leg will break. Nope.
This heat is cooking my internal structure.
On my way.
Right, let's see if we can get that last
Tell
leg.
me what to
Come
do.
on. There we go. Both legs destroyed.
Gotcha.
Alright, so we're going to have lots of salvage on this mission.
Mission successful.
Let's see, would you replace an AC-20 with an LBX-20? I would, because it gives you more flexibility. The LBX-20 can do almost everything the AC-20 can do, and it gives you 2 ammo choices. So once you open up the armor, you can switch to cluster, and it's much more efficient at causing critical damage internally to your enemies. Alright, so we got lots of herbies. We got lots of herbies. Ooh, XL engine. We're going to have to take the XL engine. Probably out of one of those herbies. And then I guess I'll take a Nighthawk part, and we'll see what else we get. Right, Nighthawk, Spider, 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 Urban Mech. Oh man, that was a horrible draw. At least we got the LBX-10, the light engine, and a double heatsink. Not what I was hoping for there. All right, Andre, before we end the stream, we're going to give you your pilot. Yeah, LBXs are good for crits. So it's really a matter of preference than anything else. All right, anything we need to do in the mech bay? No, except, all right, we can put together a spider. We're gonna do that.
That mech you wanted is back online.
And we can put together an Irby.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Alright, this Irby is... I don't like this Irby, so we're going to put that into storage. Anything I like about this spider? No, that's going into storage too. So we got 2 mechs that we can sell now, so that'll pay for our expenses. Alright. So we got 2 mechs that we can sell. Let's actually just sell those real quick. I always like to sell the mechs early because then we can see how much money we're going to get. Well, alright, so we got about 600,000 C-bills out of those mechs. Not horrible. Alright, so let's go to the barracks. Alright, so Andre is going to name a mech, a pilot. So the only pilot we have available right now here is Taboo. So we're going to customize him. So, Andre, do you want his call sign to be Andre as well? So it's going to be Andre, and then your surname? Let me know how you want to do it. So I'm going to put in Andre. And then we're going to put in your surname. Okay, we're going to turn it to he. And then I need to know what you want your call sign to be. So you want it to be Andre? Okay. That works. So it's going to be Andre. Oops. So it's going to be Andre Creston. Do you want any changes to the appearance or the voice? I'll give you 1 minute to let me know. Color of clothes, black. Okay. How about that? That looks like a good look. Do you want to change anything else on the pilot? Speak now or forever hold your peace. If this looks good, let me know. Nope, just all clothes in black. Okay, so that's been done. So Andre is now one of our pilots. So for pilots, we have... Oh, you want a beard. Okay. All right, facial hair. Let's give him a beard. All right. Let's find the most ridiculous beard we can find. How about that? How about Andre? How about that? That looks like a good beard. Or I can go with that. We can go with the dense beard of justice. I'm going to assume you want that. That looks like a real man's mech warrior. So I'm going to leave it as that. Yep. Okay, good. Well, so now in our mech bay, for our pilots, we have Andre, the skewed one. We have Goggles. And we have
Commander?
Tortured Lemming, all named by people who are viewing the stream. Let's look in the hiring hall. See if there's anybody worth hiring
Ready for orders.
that we can modify the name on. We can get pavement here, but none of these pilots are really that good.
Yes, Commander.
Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Huh. Okay. Yes, the epic beard. Alright, so I'm going to end our stream here and hand it off to IMG. He's going to be playing Stardew Valley. So please enjoy your stream with IMG. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time for 4 hours of Battletech Advanced. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow for our PvP showdown with IMG. Looking forward to seeing everybody then. Hope you have a great day.